Warriors, welcome back to Gods of Alliance. If you're here, it means you want power, knowledge, and control over the battlefield. This is not luck. This is strategy. Let's break the game together. And Warriors, we believe this is the perfect time to revisit one of the most iconic tanks in Hero Wars Alliance. Because if the current information is correct, next season, Cleaver is finally receiving his relics. That could completely reshape his value, his synergies, and even bring him back into the center of the meta. So before those relics arrive, let's understand exactly what makes Cleaver so powerful, how to build him correctly, where he shines, and how to counter him. Because once those relics are released, you'll already know exactly what you're dealing with. So let's jump straight into it. Today we'll be talking about Cleaver, the Dominion's legendary butcher. We'll cover his skills, rank priorities, skins, glyphs, artifacts, gift of the elements, talismans, best synergies, and of course, the best ways to counter him. Let's start with his first skill, Rusty Hook. Cleaver throws his massive hook at the furthest enemy, dealing physical damage before dragging that hero directly to the front line. The damage scales with his physical attack. This is one of the most iconic skills in Hero Wars because it completely destroys enemy positioning. A protected backline damage dealer suddenly finds themselves standing right in front of your entire team. That's often enough to decide a battle before it really begins. The hook becomes even more dangerous alongside physical teams, where artifact weapon buffs and burst damage can eliminate the pulled hero almost instantly before the enemy has time to react. Moving on to his second skill, Putrefaction. Cleaver deals continuous pure damage to nearby enemies, while also damaging himself. Unlike many tank abilities, this skill scales with his health. Although damaging himself sounds like a drawback, the rapid sequence of pure damage hits is extremely effective against shields, frontline barriers, and heroes like Lucas, quickly breaking their protection, while constantly pressuring nearby enemies. The self-sacrifice also creates excellent synergy inside Chaos teams. Aiden and Zisha both benefit enormously from allied health sacrifices, turning what appears to be a weakness into additional offensive power for the entire team. Next comes Mutilation. Cleaver slams his cleaver into enemies in front of him, dealing damage while stunning everyone caught in the attack. This skill scales with both his physical attack and its skill level. The stun is what makes it so valuable. Once Cleaver pulls a key target into the front line, Mutilation immediately follows up with crowd control, preventing that hero from escaping or activating dangerous abilities while your team focuses them down. Then we reach his passive, Heavyweight. This passive permanently increases Cleaver's strength. Simple on paper, but extremely valuable in practice. More strength means more health, more survivability, and better scaling across several of his abilities. It also helps him resist heroes capable of reducing the enemy's main stat, allowing Cleaver to remain incredibly durable throughout long battles. Now let's look at how to build him correctly. Cleaver is a Chaos tank positioned on the front line, and his entire job is surviving while disrupting the enemy formation. Starting with skins, his highest priority should always be armor. Physical teams remain one of the biggest threats to any tank, so increasing his armor immediately improves his survivability. Next comes health, increasing both his durability and improving abilities that scale from maximum health. After that, prioritize strength, giving him additional health while improving his overall scaling. Then toughness, reducing incoming crushing effects and making him even harder to eliminate. Magic defense comes next, completing his defensive profile against magical opponents. Finally, physical attack. While it certainly increases the damage of some abilities, Cleaver's primary responsibility is staying alive, not dealing damage. If future skins introduce additional armor or health, those immediately become your highest priorities. Moving on to glyphs. Start with armor, then health, followed by strength. Next comes magic defense. Finally, physical attack. And just like our other guides, take every glyph to level 40 first before pushing any of them further, unless you're specifically progressing skill classes. Now let's discuss artifacts. His weapon grants armor to the entire team whenever Rusty Hook is activated. His book increases both armor and magic defense. His ring increases strength. Prioritize the book first. Nothing improves Cleaver more than strengthening both of his primary defensive stats simultaneously. Second comes the weapon. Sharing armor with your entire team dramatically improves survivability against physical compositions. Finally, upgrade the ring. Strength is always valuable, but the direct defensive bonuses provide much greater value early on. For the gift of the elements, maximize it. Prioritize armor and health. A dead tank protects nobody. The stronger Cleaver becomes, the longer he controls the battlefield. Now for talismans. His first talisman provides strength and health. His second offers crushing and toughness. Both are excellent. The first is available through Eternal Frontier, while the second is obtained through VIP progression. If you own both, fantastic. If not, Cleaver still performs extremely well with proper investment. Now comes one of the most important sections. How do you counter Cleaver? One of the funniest interactions belongs to Dorian. If Cleaver pulls Dorian into the front line, Dorian's vampirism aura suddenly starts supporting frontline allies instead, often making them dramatically harder to kill. And Very completely shuts down Rusty Hook. His Living Earth prevents displacement effects, stopping Cleaver from pulling protected backline heroes. Peppy creates another dangerous interaction. When paired with Aurora, Peppy's shield and Aurora's rainbow halo can reflect enormous amounts of magic damage directly back into Cleaver, sometimes eliminating him almost instantly. Leanne can completely interrupt Rusty Hook by charming Cleaver the moment he targets her. Somna transforms Cleaver into a sheep whenever he attempts to hook her. Electra blinds him, causing several of his damaging attacks to miss. Martha can actually survive surprisingly well after being pulled thanks to her incredible durability as a healer, often buying enough time for her team to recover. And finally, Jorgen remains one of the safest counters available. His Torment of Powerlessness prevents Cleaver from gaining energy, dramatically delaying Rusty Hook activations and reducing Cleaver's overall impact throughout the battle. So, is Cleaver worth investing in? Absolutely. He's already one of the most disruptive tanks in Hero Wars Alliance. His ability to completely destroy enemy positioning remains unique. His durability is exceptional. His chaos synergies are outstanding. And with Relics potentially arriving next season, there's every reason to believe his value could climb even higher. If you've been waiting for the right moment to prepare Cleaver, this may be it. If you enjoyed this guide and found it useful, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to Gods of Alliance, and let us know in the comments. Do you think Cleaver's upcoming relics will push him back into the top meta? Or is he already one of the strongest tanks in the game? As always, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all in the next one, right here on Gods of Alliance. Warriors, this is how we play the game. Not randomly, not blindly, with knowledge, with precision, with control. We don't build randomly. We build with intention, master the mechanics, control the fight. Let's break the game together.